By putting yourself out there, doing a video, it's very personal, and by doing that, you're 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract like-minded people.
So, Duayne, we talk a lot about how building is a team sport. Having the right people on board is super essential to running a good, effective, sustainable, thriving building business. How do you suggest builders find good people for their team? It's the $60 million question at the moment, isn't it?
It is very difficult at the moment. Look, I'll be honest, we are struggling to find people, but again, look, it's something that has happened through all the social media we do. Like we're not just attracting clients that want to work with us, we're attracting staff that want to work with us. So I think it's one of those things, like you've got to attract people that are like-minded, that want to work in a business that you're trying to create, that are similar mindsets, all those types of things. But we've had a lot of success with social media. It puts it out to the world. You've generally got people watching the type of work you do anyway. So yeah, just putting good, honest, real videos out there. I think one thing, obviously people see you and I, like we're always popping up over the place, but by putting yourself out there, doing a video, it's very personal, and by doing that, you're 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract like-minded people.
I think too what's really interesting is what you choose to hire for as well. We know that lots of our builder members in Elevate have had success finding team members. They've been looking for ages because they've had a list of all of the tasks or responsibilities that that person will have and what they need them to do. And then they've decided instead to create ads for these positions that talk about the values of their business and what their business represents, what they're seeking to achieve, what they're like as an operation, as people. And we've had so many members say they hire for attitude, not for skill, because they can teach skill, but they can't teach attitude. So how do you see, obviously putting yourself out there means that you'll attract staff. How do you see the interview process going and making sure that you're finding somebody who is actually aligned with how you want to deliver business?
Well, it's something I never used to do. We'd just simply put an ad out for a carpenter, and in the past, there was a point there where we weren't even getting resumes or anything. And we do ask for resumes now, but I do, a resume's hard, I believe. At the end of the day, people can write whatever they want. And it's like getting testimonials for a build. You can get a testimonial off a former employee, but he's not going to bag you out. So I'm a big fan of having an interview. I think it needs to be very personal. If you're wanting to take your business in a direction and grow and achieve your goals, then your team are a massive part of that. So taking the time to schedule in an interview, and rather than talk about work in those interviews now, I tend to talk more about them personally, what are their goals, what do they want to achieve, do they have kids, are they just bought a house, try and find out a little bit more about them. And I find by doing that, they actually open up a lot more. We make that personal connection right off the bat, and it just sets the tone for how things will flow in the future. And again, it's funny, but when you start putting these types of things in place, I've had plenty of interviews now with guys that have come, we've had an interview, and during that interview, they've actually realised that they don't want to go and work anywhere else. They're actually happy with where they are, or vice versa. They may not have been looking for a job, they just wanted to have an interview, and through the interview, they found out, well, holy hell, the guy I'm working for at the moment cares about none of this stuff. So having an interview makes it very personal. You can get a feel for their personality, if they're going to fit. This is a big one for me, figuring out if they're going to fit in the team. Because you might have an incredible team at the moment. It might only be 2 or 3 guys, or it could be 10, but if you get a new employee and it's a bad egg, it can really disrupt that team.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? You can completely derail all of the work that you've done to build up your own team and all the trust that you're placing in them. If you bring on board somebody who's not in alignment with that, you can just end up sending that one person can send the whole business kaput. So do you ever do trials or anything like that to see if people are a good fit? I know when times are really competitive and it's a scramble to get staff, it can seem crazy that you'd tell a potential employee that you're going to trial them. But what do you set up to sort of have that opportunity to test somebody a bit, I suppose, before all of a sudden you're committed, all in?
anyone we employ gets a 3 months trial, and again, we're very open with them, and we tell, like, everybody in our business is told that how they work through the business, how they get paid, how they get rewarded is completely up to them. So, and I'm very honest with people that trial, you might be with me for a week and I'll come to you and say, hey, you're on board, let's go.
Yeah.
Or it might take several weeks to sort of see how you work around, you fit in with the team. So it's minimum or maximum 3 months trial, but it's up to them to show me how they're going to work with the team, have they got the right tools, have they got the right mindset, are they turning up on time? And again, it's about setting that expectation at the meeting before we've gone to the trouble of setting them up, getting them to site and organising work around them.
Yeah. Do you see that fit of what I was talking about earlier with hiring for attitude, not skills? Is that something that you've really seen come through in your business and in other builders, in the conversations that you have with other builders where they've had success with hiring team members?
100%. Like, even though the industry's as busy as it is, I still wouldn't put a carpenter on just to put a carpenter on. Attitude is everything. Like, we can teach, like, even if someone's been in the industry a long time, they might not have done a particular type of work. Like, we've actually just put on someone lately that has never or done very, very little concreting. In our business, we do as much as we can ourselves. So again, letting him know clearly what we do in our work, and his attitude towards that was really good, because from that conversation, he let me know that, look, I do want to become a builder. Like, my dream goal in the next 2 to 4 years is to be a builder. So having all that experience is really good. So hiring for attitude rather than skills is I believe the way to go, because if you've got a good team culture currently, you've got a good team, then you can teach people anything, but you can't change their attitude.
Most definitely.